meditation practice of living a great life. You know this. A meditation practice is to recognize that I'm much more than the body. There is something out there which is intelligent and which is driving my plan along with it. And so then I align with it. So then life becomes effortless.
I was suffering through a condition called bronchitis for over 25 years since my college days. And I always thought that is part of my life, hereditary, some things that are triggered by, environment, From there, to of meditation.
Thyroid got better. Number 2, my depression lifted. Number 3, the body aches that you feel at the end of the day, your back is hurting. Your leg.
I somehow find myself to be very straightforward and approaching the situations, single-handedly and directly without any hesitation.
The meditation experience was very serene and I could feel calmness, quietness. But I didn't have any visions like that.
And all these things really gave me real great clarity. And I got a lot of clarity, lot of conviction, lot of doubts was there. Then doing regular meditation and continuously I started attending many other courses.
In that journey, I realized this problem, a structural problem that required a surgery, kind of calmed down. And that helped me to have better sleep. And when I'm having better sleep, I was not depressed because not having the sleep and what is this bothering, like not able to hear, getting agitated when people talking in a crowd and all of that, it made me stabilize more when that was gone and I was being able to take care of a lot more things.
I had health challenges prior to this meditation where I was having problems sleeping, and also I used to take some pills for sleep where I didn't even know that I had stress, anxiety and some other problems because of this thing, work pressure and all together. Later I realized that it was all it was nothing but the experience that I have chosen here.
After I got into meditation, I just, all that kind of healed up and I just changed completely my way of thinking from the negative to positive thinking. And every scenario, every situation, every instant, just thinking with gratitude.
By the way, this month was full of stress for me because of so many things happened at my with my children. But what I felt that very first day I was very, very much disturbed. But during these 10 days, I got lot of calmness and peace in my mind and hope that everything will be okay.
I suffered from this disorder for last 4 years and was on heavy medication. Since then, in the 4th week of attending the program itself, my medication had stopped, and since then I have not taken a single pain.
Meditation makes us, more calm, and I learned to smile. I was always smiling, but now there is a reason to smile. I feel that I'm part of this universe, part of this cosmos, and people are one. I can feel the change in me.
At my workplace, I was more confident. I was able to do multitasking, and my communication has significantly improved.
A very happy morning and evening, dear friends and masters. Welcome to the third session of the 9 session program Blossom. Let's start our journey for today. I welcome Chandra sir. Thank you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Beautiful to hear those experiences that meditation can bring about. I was always smiling, but now I know it is coming from a feeling of connection. This practice that we do every day, while it's of course quietening the body and mind, but it is doing something more beautiful. It is connecting us to this field of one, the field of all. It is experiential. It's not intellectual anymore, that there is a connection to each other. It is already happening to each of us every time we meditate. So in the 2 days, we understood that meditation is resting the conscious mind, or a part of mind which is very highly restless. We call it conscious. It is conscious, means you should be consciously aware in operating, but it is not consciously aware. It is going here, there. So you need to bring the consciousness back again to it. And it is also the human mind. So restless mind becomes restful. Then limitation, there is so much conditioning. Since the time we are born, as babies, we are intelligence, we are divine. We are spontaneous, we are friendly, we are helpful, we are curious. We forget things in the moment, whatever happens, and we ask for it, we don't get it, it's okay, we move on to the next thing. But that's the divineness of every one of us. But then as we grow and 5 years, 6 years, 7 years onwards, we are conditioned so much by parents, by grandparents, by significantly influential people in our life who are is there. They're simply conditioned, say this is going to be this way, life is difficult, you got to do this, you can't do this, you don't touch your parts there, this one, that one, everything is a conditioning. With our own limited understanding of the people around, that just simply passes on. We are this caste, we are this community, you're not supposed to go there, you're not about to do this. Everything is a conditioning, everything is a limitation that is set. So it's called conditioned limitations. And then, of course, then we start picking up around it. Through media, through TV's programs, they're called programs. TV programs are called programs because the programs go in, and there is a part of the mind which is subconscious, we learned, is full of limitations. It's called beliefs. The beliefs are great. If I have a belief, I have consciousness, and so I'm taken care. It's an expansive, great belief. My thoughts create reality, so whatever I do, whatever experience, it's because of me, either now, past, or past. It's a wonderful belief to have. So then you know how to change something. But it says it's because of people, it's because of my background, it's because of place, because of my religion, because of my caste, I'm stuck up like this. Then it is a very, very restrictive belief to have, because when we recognize thoughts create reality, we are stuck up in those belief systems. And so meditation is reprogramming, helping us look into the beliefs and then reprogram. Scientifically, we look at that a little bit. tomorrow. And the third thing, most importantly, I was talking about yesterday, is about meditation connecting us to a one mind, the mind of existence. When you work in a company, you say, what is the mind of this company? What is the common understanding of the company? Then you say, okay, my company has these goals, my company has this culture, my company is driven through these values. That's the mind of the company. That's what everyone generally talks about and say commonly. So is the case. A family has a mind, a company has a mind, a group has a mind, or the whole has a mind, called one mind, whole mind of consciousness, infinity. It is understood through our intuitiveness. It is understood through direct knowing. Sometimes you're looking for some answer, and suddenly a lot of it downloaded to you. It's called direct knowing. It comes. You don't know where it came from, but you're surprised by yourself when it comes. That's direct knowing, that's intuitive mind. We know that we are very disconnected from it, but then now with meditation, you connect to it. So in the process of meditation, friends, and then when you change these aspects and you're connecting to an infinite intelligence, you're removing all the restrictions that otherwise formed, which were not at all we and you and me, and removing all those conditions from the subconscious. And then, of course, you're bringing the conscious mind rather than going here, there, you're bringing it into a single point focused. The restless mind becomes restful, then it gains all its glory of beautifully visualizing, beautifully be able to analyze, beautifully able to focus and concentrate, be able to be mindfully there in an experience to fully experience it. All of them come back to it. And so then our life seemed to change a lot. The intuitive mind tells us what to do. The restrictive mind does not put a limitation anymore and so stays open about whatever that you're thinking to do can come. And then the conscious mind is focused and so experiences greatly that thing that comes to us. Now, in the meditation that we are practicing, yesterday many of you have mentioned that I felt this way, that way. And so they're all called meditation experiences. In the meditation, technically speaking, we are fundamentally doing two things. We are withdrawing senses. We are directing the senses inward, pratyahara. Patanjali Maharshi has laid out an abstraction of all meditations. Yama niyamas are the practices that strengthen your meditation. Keep them aside. We start from directly asana. Is that yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Yama niyamas are the practices that strengthen. Keep them aside for a moment. Patriji always said, if you don't get stuck up in yama niyamas, then you'll never get to do meditation. But it can start with asana, pranayama. We are sitting beautifully, comfortably. Sukha, sthira sukhasanam. We have to just be in a state where we are still. But it should be very sukha, comfortable. Then we can sit for long. So we are good enough to sit for half an hour meditation, 40 minutes meditation, hour of meditation. We're good enough to sit the way we are, comfortably in a chair anywhere, doesn't matter. We are sitting for long durations. Hours and hours is a different thing. But good enough, so sukhasana. Then Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Sukhamaya Pranayama. Pranayama means having the breath regulation, breath control. And we're simply observing the natural breath the way it is. So Sukhamaya Pranayama. So observing the pranayama, the prana that is there with you, the way it is, which is very sukha to observe it, which means very pleasurable, joyful. So we are just with it. Then comes pratyahara. So to pratyahara means the senses normally. My eyes, my sounds, my smell, everything is going out. Pratyahara is to take it inward. Now, how do we do it? We have an intention, then we close our eyes. Biggest sensory organ. When eyes are closed, then the inputs no longer are outward, and then we are saying now I'd like to observe inward, pratyahara, direct the senses inward to see what's happening inside, not outside. So when we do the pratyahara, that we do the with the draw the senses inward, then dharana. Dharana means observing everything that's happening intensely with focus. This is where we're observing our breath. We're observing our breath as a single point object. It's called focus. And then you're observing, and then you're observing with that, observing everything that's happening to you inside. Now, when you observe, the goal that the mind is becoming empty and empty and emptier. When you're putting your attention on one thing, everything else has to go away. So you're putting your attention on the breath. In some meditation, you're putting attention on an object, on a mantra, on this, on that. But if you want to transcend the mind, then we have to cease all activities of the mind. If you want to transcend the mind, we have to cease all activities of the mind. Our body is still. Mind has to go into stillness. So transcend. Now, anything that we do, the more you have a mantra or you have anything, is still an activity of the mind, a japa or any of them. They're great concentration techniques. But then if you want to transcend the mind, eventually one has to drop any mind activity. Now, observation of the breath starts with the mind activity, but the breath being there with us all the time is a guiding force. It's not simply another external thing. Breath is intelligent, is connecting inside, outside. So being with the breath, that subtle, invisible breath that is there with us all the time, by observing the breath, mind becomes empty. And so, two things. When our senses are withdrawn, we are disconnecting from the space around us because our experience is only through senses. As you withdraw the senses, you don't know what's happening around you. You're disconnecting. Then when thoughts are coming down, as mind is becoming quieter, as thoughts are coming down, then we are slowly forgetting everything around us, everything that you know about your body, about environment, the people, places, things, all that is forgotten. And so when the thoughts are forgotten, they're removed, that means the form and the time both are forgotten. Where a time and space being, they're getting forgotten now. When thoughts are removed, and so then automatically the time and space, think about it. Every thought you have is always about a person or a place or a thing in a given time frame. And if they are removed, then the objects associated with that are removed. The time is forgotten. Oh, my college days in Bits Pilani. Now, if I remove thoughts slowly, that's gone away. Bits Pilani is gone. My college days are gone. It is in the time. It's not today, but it's in those days. But the memory goes away. That form goes away. The time disappears. So, dear friends, when we meditate regularly, when we withdraw senses, we can disconnect from the environment. So, no more input to keep us here. And then remove thought, then forget everything that you knew from the past or a future that you thought about or a present. That thing is there removed. And you become totally void. You're transcending the matter that you thought we are. Because form, place, time, they're all holding to a form. And we are a time and space being that disappears slowly. And so then suddenly what do you find? When you no longer matter, you become energy. There's only energy and matter, quantum physics. So we become energy, we experience energy. We experience energy. So we are in this field, infinite field of energy, and so many things can happen. The field is infinitely potential. Many things can happen. Now in spiritual science, there we talked about as we have 7 bodies. In Vedic system, we talked about as panchakoshas. Kosha, 5 bodies. The first body is physical body. We have physical body, of course, touch and feel senses. Then you have the remaining bodies, the Panchakosha. Physical body is called Annamaya Kosha. The second one is called Pranamaya Kosha. energy body. The base is where all acupressure, everything works on that kosha. The third thing is called manomaya kosha. It's about mind body. Fourth one is called vijnanamaya kosha, intellect body. Fifth one is called anandamaya kosha, is bliss body. The 5 bodies, we're made up of 5 bodies, spiritual science. Now, we'll not go too much into it. But the thing is, when we transcend our physical body through this meditation, where you withdraw senses, you drop the thought. That means you drop the form and time. Time and space is dropped. So you suddenly start experiencing energy. You are in this field of energy. You lose who you are at that moment. You're no longer experiencing physically yourself. That's why in meditation, then suddenly you find yourself that not present. You feel your body did not exist at all. You feel some part of the hands were not there. You feel you are there, but yet you're not there, like a zombie somewhere. You feel lightness. You feel a body may be floating. What happens to the energy? A vapor is just going away, right? Floating, sensation. Many, many things can happen. And so these experiences are created into a few things. I mean, essentially, they're essentially the experience of all those 5 bodies. We are that, we're not this. And so to understand that, when meditation transcends the physical body, where we are, by simply emptying your mind and withdrawing senses, you transcend the matter, physical body, then you start becoming energy. That means in energy, you're all. In matter, you're only experiencing this body, but in energy, you're all bodies. In quantum physics, everything is emptiness and energy. Everything that out there is emptiness and energy. And from energy comes matter. And so then as a body, the matter is forgotten. We are energy. We are experiencing all bodies. And so that's why you will have any of these experiences. Number one, people may not have any experience. You're just sitting there, you finish, and then you say, okay, my meditation is over. I did not feel anything. I was simply having thought. No problem. That's one of the many possibilities. In the field of infinite possibilities, one of the many is that. It doesn't have to be that everybody experiences some of these. Many don't experience anything other than simply sitting, and then they finish meditation. They feel good somewhere. They come back again tomorrow and the next day. You feel good somewhere. Many things happen in the field of infinity. So the second type of experience is about physical body, the physicality. You're experiencing that itself. There is movement. There may be some pain. In meditation, pain may start and then slowly, during meditation, may dissolve, or after meditation, slowly go away, but it'll go away. You felt sleepy. Physical, outward experience I'm talking about. You felt very, very sleepy. You sleep. Or you feel very drowsy. You think you slept. Sometimes you are there, you go into meditation, and after 10 minutes, suddenly, you see, 10 minutes ago, did I sleep? You think you slept. It's possible. Then there is tightness in fingers and body organs. Sometimes the organs can become very heavy, hard, like iron. Body may become very tight, heavy. Heat, cold, those are possible. There's a lot of heat, cold, there's possible. Body feels intensely cold. Body sweating, a lot of heat is generated. You feel like, so much is going on here. Physical body experiences. Then energy body. Now we are matter, we are energy. So we're talking about energy now. Now, if you have studied about panchakoshas, the different bodies that we have, then the pranamaya kosha are the energy body, the manomaya kosha, the mind body, intellect body, then those are the energy body, pranamaya kosha. So you feel light, you feel heavy, you feel something is whirling inside you, the chakra system, there is something, the kundalini whirling inside you. You feel like you're floating. And then you feel as an energy body, You suddenly disappeared. You don't feel that your organs are there. Did anybody feel yesterday or day before that you did not feel your hands, you did not feel your fingers, you felt some part of the body did not exist at all? If you felt so, write in the chat, right? So it is possible. Like I said, everything is not necessary, but some people get it, and then you understand them, and then you simply look through them, observe them, that's all, nothing else to do. We don't get scared. It's possible, we don't get scared because they happen. These are not what you create. I'm talking about these are things that happen when you close your eyes and observe the breath as the mind is becoming empty. Mind is becoming emptier, emptier. And then as you're going into the states of now you're moving towards transcending your physical matter, body, everything around you. And so then slowly, slowly experience the true state of us, the energy field, energy. And so then these can show up. What do we do when they show up? Dhyana. Dharana is observing everything that's happening to you around you. Observe all of it. Then dhyana is called Sukshma Sharir Yan, which means you are now traveling in this infinite energy field. Just the way in physical space we walk around, move around, with a physical body, in the energy body you travel. In dreams you do the travel. So there is a lot of travel, exploration of the field happening to know everything around there. And then finally leads towards samadhi. That's from Patanjali completeness perspective. We don't need to overburden ourselves about it for practice in daily meditation. But here, energy body experience are done, then another set of experience are your mind body, mental body, intellect body. Mental body is about mind, thoughts, various thoughts, is equivalent to seeing. So you see colors, you see visions, sounds, smells, many things that could be there that are you hearing, seeing, all of the visions you're seeing. It's an experience that mind gives you. So mind body experiences are also called astral body experiences. They're all there that happen. Some visions to a deep travel, like a dream-like states can occur. And then the intellect body or Vijnanamaya Kosha is exactly that. You gain wisdom. In a meditation, you sit down and by the time you come out, something is telling you deep inside suddenly that, you know what, it is not a great idea to interfere into anybody's life. I should not interfere. What right do I have to interfere? What do I have to authoritatively keep on putting somebody down, restricting somebody to do or not do something? You understand this. That's wisdom. And say, I have no right to interfere into somebody. I cannot kill. I cannot create violence. I cannot interfere into somebody. Why should I? And somebody wants to go this way. Why should I tell them go only the other way? That's my experience. Let them experience what they want. If they ask for it, give suggestion. Why do we give unnecessary suggestions? Interference. The Vijnanamaya Kosha will help us to learn in a meditation. Suddenly that thing comes to us, the knowledge. Hey, be very compassionate to animals, they're friends. They want freedom like you. That thing comes, then automatically, and that Vijnanamaya Kosha experience comes, then we implement it. We take a long time to learn through repetition, but with meditation, that Vijnanamaya experience will accelerate learning. So the same thing we learned over a 10-year period of not interfering into somebody's lives will be shortcut pretty quickly, catalyzed. We'll learn it in one sitting of meditation. That experience comes. So now, next moment, you're not interfering with anybody anymore. That's Vijnanamaya Kosha experiences can come. And then the last one is bliss body, Anandamaya Kosha. The thing that you hear, people tell you that meditation gives you such a high, so much of bliss and joy, deep peace, that you can't find it anywhere outside, which is true. Which is true. So it gives you that super joy that has no words to experience. Now, if 5 of you as a family members come together and then spend time on a holiday, 3 days together, and then you forget your differences initially within a day, and then second day, third day, bond together, you feel so good, so connected, it's difficult to part ways. And I ask you to describe that joy, then you feel, oh, this is just so beautiful. Now imagine that everyone of the entire universe come together, because that's what your experience When you go into this bliss body where you're experiencing light, you're experiencing that intense, joyful emotion that you're just, there's nothing that can be compared. You can't have words to express it. How many people have experienced a bliss body experience where you felt so joyful, so peaceful, intensely calm, intensely one and whole? Please write in the chat. Please enable the chat, by the way. Okay. And so that's called bliss body experience, where you feel wholeness, oneness, joy, peace, tears rolling down. That are possible, dear friends. So meditation brings us all these experiences. And so then what do we do with the experiences? We simply witness them, observe them, and then observe them. And then after meditation is over, record them if you feel it's significant. If you don't feel it's of any use, you didn't bother, then just ignore it. But if you felt it is something significant, write it down if you don't know. But many times the experiences reveal something to you. They reveal something to you. If you're seeing an eagle, and then so it means that potentially you may be at that moment, you think about, what is the current situation of your life. Maybe you need a vision, then things will get sorted. Maybe you need a pointed action, swiftness, things will get sorted. So there is symbolic. Sometimes the experiences are there. You're seeing a master, you're seeing a businessman, you're seeing somebody. So it is about studying that person potentially. Whatever that tells you inside here is what you do with that experience. And if it doesn't tell you anything, ignore it. But if you know something is there, but you don't know what that is, write it down after meditation is over. This is how you go forward around these practices, because all of them sort of tell us something in some ways. Some are telling us that there is something beyond the physical body, that we need to look into this matter, not just ignore it. And some are there to guide us. Some are simply there to entertain, beautiful entertainment. That sceneries you see, visions means you see nature, you see hills, Himalayas, you see many, many things. They're all there to beautifully experience. What you see here, you can see there. All of it is there. So there are many reasons why experiences come, and then slowly we understand this, but recognize that when experiences come, then they're safe. They're a good side, they're not so pleasant side, but they come, they're safe, and then you sit through them without analyzing in meditation. You simply sit through them without just observe them, and then they dissolve into something. All right, friends. And so the meditation experiences. Let's go into the meditation practice once again. Our practice is breath meditation. We do this by observing our normal, natural breath. Those of you missed day 1 and day 2, you can go back to our Buddha CEO app and watch the recording. Day 1 and day 2 recordings are there under this program called Blossom, so that you can catch up about the technique, the process, about the science of what is doing. And then we are in day 3 talking about the experience of meditation. The process is simple. As you see in the picture, sitting down in a chair or in the sofa or on the floor, crossing your feet at ankle. If you're sitting in the chair or sofa, fingers into fingers in both positions, fingers into fingers. And placing your hands in your lap comfortably and closing your eyes. And those of you wearing glasses, spectacles, remove them. And with your eyes closed, be very comfortable in your body. Spine need not be erect. But if it's natural to you, great. But if it's not natural, take back support if it is necessary. Be in any posture that is comfortable to you. In the beginning, you want to be comfortable in your posture of the body before you master the body's postures. And so be comfortable. And this is good enough. As long as we are in the samsara, in this living life here, this posture, like this, being comfortable in the body is good enough as far as this meditation is concerned. And then in that posture, rest your attention on the nose and observe your breath, natural breath. When you observe your natural breath, slowly thoughts come down, mind becomes emptier and emptier. In that empty state is energy, and so we may experience everything I talked about today. Anything you may experience are multiple or nothing. Be a witness to whatever happens to you in the state of emptiness. Simply observe them. Do not analyze. Sakshi. And in case thoughts are there, come back to the breath and start the process all over, called breath meditation. Let's go into the practice once again, dear friends. Relax yourself. Your eyes closed. Relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are in this powerful group meditation. Buzz into your breath and allow yourself to experience that calmness emptiness. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, that blackness. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the field of limitless possibilities. The quantum energy field of existence. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, that energy, the more miraculous experiences you draw into your life. It is natural to have thought. If you notice you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that emptiness, that calmness. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. The field of all connection. The longer you are in this field of emptiness, nothingness, the more connected you become. At this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone, to your parents, to your teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everybody in your life. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to everything you use, the technology of governments, the companies, systems. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. One more meditation. So with this, we come to the closure of our day 3 in this 9-session introductory program. We understood the basics of meditation, what happens in meditation. Now, if you just have these two understandings and how to practice, and then what do we do with experiences, if we just have this much, and then we just practice them, all benefits will be added, whether you know or not know about them. To these meditations, we add reading, write books, something we'll talk about later this week. But otherwise, the crux of the process has been now discussed, how to do and then what happens and what to do when something happens in meditation. That's all is necessary. Everything else is to know more about how I can maximize the benefit around it. And all of the discussions in the rest of the sessions are around how do I stay motivated? How do I stay inspired to continue my practice? This is what will be discussed. So thank you very much for joining. We're on the hour. If anybody has an urge to share an experience or two of how you're doing, and if you're particularly beginner or started the meditation just in the last 1 month or so, or anyone who has attended the global conference of meditation leaders program and came here, it'll be great to listen to you. You can raise your hand and then we can have you speak. If not, now that you understood all the experiences that are possible, and if you felt any of them, as I spoke about, that are there in the screen in the background, feel free to write in the chat what you felt. Any physical body experiences, movements, pain, sleepiness, tightness, energy experiences, floating, non-existence of body organs, colors, visions, sound, smells, any wisdom that you thought you got, or of course you are intensely blissful, joyful, peaceful, any of those. Yes, we'll take 1 or 2 experiences and close the session. Pulamarasetti, Kallam.
Hello, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for giving an opportunity, Chandra sir. I think from last 6 months I've been following up in this one, and for me it's wonderful. Actually, it's a great tool. It's my pleasure. Like, I don't know. There's so many things to be tell here. Like I've already shared. Recently, like almost from, I can say, last 2 months, one of the different experience I'm feeling. Every day I'm doing, but while I'm doing the meditation, I'm not feeling anything. Like, I'm feeling like, okay, something is going on in my mind. Like, something, the flow. There is some flow is going on, and it's my entire body is, like it went to some, is going to some different, like, state. That feeling also, it's wonderful. But again, after finishing of this, again when I'm again after starting my daily activities, so what happening, when I go to office, like, and after that, like, somehow when I'm concentrating, when I'm doing something, like sometimes, like, my eyes are, automatically it's closing, and okay, if I feel like, okay, let's close your eyes, then after closing, something in my like in place of above the nose and in place of middle of the eyes, there is kind of a full stiffness. It's continuing actually. Is, I don't know, it's numbness, I can say. Full of numbness is going on again. If I continue, I'm not seeing any hardness in that one, but it's suddenly coming, and it's again, if I continue, it's okay. Again, I had to stop because of, some other things. I have to continue, right? I had to stop, and I'm continuing like this. So it's continuing my entire day. Whenever I feel like, whenever I sit idle or when I'm doing something, but I have to concentrate more to my work, then only this is not coming. Otherwise, if I sit idle, like, and if I feel like, if I'm thinking different way, then automatically it's coming, and I had to close my eyes. and I'm continuing in that. So there also I'm not feeling any hardness, any nothing.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. It'll resolve.
Yeah.
Everything that comes will go away. So just continue. Continue. I mean, you don't have to change alter anything of what you're doing.
Okay.
And it is possible that you are taking into meditative states during the wakeful time. Ideally, that's where we want to be. Without necessarily going into meditation, you need to be very alert, aware, meditative. Right? You're saying the right thing. When you're doing work, you're not there, but you're not doing work, you're going into slipping into meditative states. It's a great thing to be. A great thing to be. But in any case, this will also settle down in due course. So continue, nothing to worry about, and it's just normal. Okay?
Okay, so thank
It's
you.
normal. Yes. I know you said you have to put a little bit of effort to come out of it, stay alert out of it because at workplace. And that's fine, but it'll resolve pretty quickly.
Sure. So I had to there is no worries on that one. So it's a
no
normal
worries.
condition.
No worries. Normal. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Sanjay Gupta.
Thank you, sir. I am from Delhi. I've been doing this meditation very recently. I mean, I attended the conference. For example, today during meditation, there were moments of restlessness. Okay, and my thoughts got wandered. I even forgot to focus. I mean, observe my breathing. But then I realized I get back to my breathing, and then there was some calmness, and there was some happiness in my head also. But there were moments of restlessness during meditation.
Yes, they will be there.
Yeah.
All our restlessness will show up, right? So meditation doesn't mean that everything is going to be just all clean, white. So you're only saying moments. Many people are saying, "Oh my God, my whole meditation, 25 minutes is full of moments of that only." It's like that. So very, very common. And these moments of restlessness can be there even after 50 years of your practice of meditation, because we are in this, I mean, it is, the mind is always restless and many things can come up. We have a baggage of many, many lifetimes of experiences. So anything can come up, ruffle up, and so it is possible. And then we know what to do. When that happens, you go back into observing the breath. That's what we have to do. So you've done the right meditation and you're going through right experiences. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, friends. So we do see many of you stating that, okay, I went through an energy experience, a bliss experience. I don't feel my body. And many people have written in the chat to the host and panelists here as an option. So wonderful. So thank you very much. Yes, Nidhi, you're saying you got an announcement about tomorrow. Yes.
So friends, today being Saturday, we have a Saturday masterclass. The topic is Energy Support for Healing by Mukesh Chauhan sir. It will be at 5:30 to 6:45 p.m. IST and 8 to 9:15 a.m. USET. So please make yourself available to join and explore. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow again. Thank you. We'll conclude here for today and then we'll resume tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. So grateful. Oh, grateful. I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
We are in this. Kiran. Then Aima, today is the penultimate day. Everybody is exploring a 6-hour meditation. Started at 4:30. I need to go back and join them. Okay. Many committed to not get up till 10:30, 11 o'clock. So they want us to do it in single sitting. Nicely, much meditation is happening. You know that it is our first formal intense meditation retreat that we are doing here in Rishikesh. That's why I want to go back and join them. See you all. Thank you.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
This healing, this healing, this healing.